How's it going, you guys? It's Scott with Everyday Home Repairs, and today I'm continuing on with a little maintenance on this concrete driveway. Specifically, we're focusing in on sealing up these expansion joints that have cracked and separated slightly over the years. Now, I've already filled the gap right outside of my garage, which is about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch in separation, using backer rod and a Sika self-leveling sealant. That worked great, but that was completely horizontal, so the self-leveler could really level out and make for a good seal. Then after that, I sealed up another expansion joint that was about 1 inch of a gap, again with backer rod, but this time I used a Tremco product, which is a semi-self-leveling product and can account for a 6% slope and still make a nice smooth level surface. And you can find a link for both those videos down in the description below this video, just in case that matches up to your project a little bit more. Today I'm using something a little bit different and I think quite a bit easier to use. Now this product is called Crack-Stix. This comes in a bucket. This is 125 foot in length and 1/2 inch in diameter. Open this up to show you. So it comes in this coil, which is that 1/2 inch cord of the sealant itself, and then wrapped in a plastic, which is nice because then it doesn't get all over your hands and it's really easy to work with. The beautiful part about this product is often it's a lot easier in terms of the prep work. So I'm going to show you the process and why, when it comes to fitting a 1/2 inch or below gap, I prefer the Crack-Stix. It's much easier to apply. If you have a jagged crack across the middle of your concrete or sidewalk, it's going to work for that. So really the only other thing you need is some type of torch, which is going to help you melt down that 1/2 inch cord and make a nice seal in the gap in your concrete sidewalk or driveway. One other thing to note, and I've had people ask me on some of the others, is what do you do if you have asphalt? And here's a little sample that comes in the bucket. Same thing, 1/2 inch cord Crack-Stix, but it's made for asphalt. So the same process can go for if you have an asphalt driveway as well. So I'm going to jump in and show you a quick demo on this driveway of how easy the Crack-Stix is to apply, but also let me show you a demo really quick of why I'm doing this maintenance on my concrete driveway. So this is an example of basically what happens when it rains. The water runs down the slope of my driveway, but as you can see, the crack actually has quite a bit of capacity to absorb and hold a lot of water. So this is roughly about, I'd say 8 to 10 gallons, and it does not fill the crack and it does not come out the other end. This is especially bad in my area during seasonal changes where you might get expansion and contraction. So all I'm going to do for prep work is I'm going to use that torch and I'm going to heat up the concrete a little bit. The outside temp is about 40 to 45 degrees right now, so it is pretty darn cool. This is going to heat up the concrete slightly, but it's also going to burn off any weeds that are growing up through that crack, any grass or other lawn debris, and kind of clean it up. Then I'll just take my leaf blower and blow everything out. But that is all I'm going to do. If you have a larger crack and a big void, I would fill that with sand before putting down the Crack-Stix. So now I'll just lay out the Crack-Stix from the bucket. It's really nice, really only using what you need and then putting everything back in the bucket for future projects. I do like that about this product a lot. Now once it is in place, I'll take the torch, light it up, and work about 1 foot section at a time. Because it is so cold outside, I can't work too long of a section because then it loses all its heat. Now if it was 80 degrees Fahrenheit outside, I probably could work about 3 foot at a time and it'd be much quicker to relax that cord into a nice melted down seal. So this is actually fast forward about 20 times speed. So it took me a little while for this section to get everything to relax down because of the temperature of the concrete and just the wind kind of fighting against it. And then finishing up the section here, the only thing you need to watch out for is you want to relax it down, but don't leave the flame on too long because you could overheat, eventually burn and discolor the Crack-Stix. So I got my first section done, and overall the product is easy to use. Now, It's about 42 degrees Fahrenheit outside. And I would say I probably wouldn't recommend, if this is the first time you're doing it, you just want the project to be a little easier. If it was 60, 65, 70 and up with direct sunlight on your concrete, it's going to be a much easier job, and you're going to use a lot less fuel to actually melt that down because the concrete is going to be so much warmer and it's not going to be pulling the heat out of the Crack-Stix itself. But for those smaller gaps that you're looking to fill, the 1/2 inch and smaller, the cracks that are irregular on an aggressive slope, this product is awesome and the prep work is very little. Now I have a link down in the description to the torch I use, the 125 foot of the 1/2 inch diameter Crack-Stix, but also these shorter 30-foot sections called ply sticks. It's the same material, but just for those smaller jobs that you might have. Let me know what questions you guys have down in the comments, and if you want to check out that video where I use the Sika self-leveler up towards my garage, check out this video right here and I'll walk you through the full process of how to get that done. So thanks for joining me on this video, and we'll catch you on that next one. Take care.